Listen.
I double fucking check. Oh fuck. We over here Team Natural.
Who, us?
Kinky and Curly. 4C here. I'll show you the upkeep. You gotta use the unrefined raw coconut oil. After you use the cream of nature moisturizer to lock in the... And then a full breakdown. Let's talk about the hypocrisy of women saying that
Brittany.
men or all of these types of what you call it, like these expectations, like I can't walk around with fake muscles, but they can wear all the... I'm joking. What's up, Lucy, man? What's up, Brittany? Brittany, what's up? Kurt, troublemaking Allen. What's up, Tara?
Kurt, troublemaking Allen.
Ain't that what that say?
No, it says one cuss.
I know what the fuck it says.
I was about to say, bro, you got on glasses.
Don't come out my neck like that, bro. I thought we was better than that.
My microphone up a little bit. What's up, guys? Hey, real quick, if you guys want, if you have something you feel like we should discuss, throw it out there right now.
Definitely.
While we play the intro.
And also, don't forget to invite some people and share it to your page. You know what I mean? Just hit that share button.
Just hit.
1, 2, 3. Bust it. Sunshine.
Yeah. He's on one today.
Take it easy.
Conversation 412. Oak in the middle. Pittsburgh, what it do? We in the city of bridges, we in the city of smoke. We in the city of rivers, so you don't need you a moat. We in the city of haters, so you just might need a coat. Or at least bring your jacket, cause man, the city get cold. Yeah, man, the city is frosty, yeah, man, the city is costly, but yeah, the city is mine. For 1, 2 times, well, you know that we grind, cause you know money is time, and you know time is steady ticking, so I gotta get mine. Then it's time to come up, so put your hands up. Let's all live this life before death interrupt. Ain't no time for mess up. Man, you better get with it. Arithmetic that I'm spitting, I'll do the math that you listen. Conversation 412.
What's up, people? This is Common Conversation 412, and we are live. Live.
Yo, how was that live so dry?
Live?
Yeah.
Live. I'm sorry, I probably peaked real high.
Live. Yo, what was that?
You sound like you yawning.
No, did you ever see that?
Yeah.
Yo, why did the pastor kill that? Yeah, he said,
oh, I ain't see that one.
Yo, the pastor was killing me. He was out here, B. He was hitting them notes randomly. He was in, because they had that loop going around where it had Chicky Chick like versus him. It was like, I got peas, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, yams, hams. Oh shit, killing shit.
Hold up,
that's what I'm talking about.
I'm lost on how they are, keep saying different races came from
different plants.
From different plants. I don't know. I gotta look at that. I never seen it.
Different races came from different plants.
Yeah,
that's
somebody. One. Yeah, that's somebody with some some weird thinking. I got kind of a cold, semi-cold. I don't know what's going on with me, but
how did everybody enjoy their turkey day?
Let's talk about that.
There.
Yeah.
Did anybody use the 2-plate method? Was anybody out here? Please let me know y'all was out here. Y'all was over here bullshitting, half-assing. Y'all went in. Y'all got 2 plates with the to-go plate, pre-prepped. Like I hope y'all did that. If y'all didn't, I'm disappointed in y'all, and don't call me your friend. I'm not your friend no more. If you had 1 plate.
Yeah.
If you didn't have a hot and cold plate, I'll let you pass on that. I'll let you, because you new to the game.
Yeah. Look.
But if you ain't have a hot and cold plate, any of y'all, I don't respect you.
Look, all right, yeah, I was about to say because my plate was very slim, but this is what I'll say because of that. What I did was,
What'd you do?
On some real stuff, I was thinking about the show, and on Thanksgiving, I made sure that I filled my whole plate though.
Yeah, because he said he'd be using saucers.
No, I did. You came all the way
like,
at
why
me.
the fuck
You came all the way at me. What's up,
I don't eat that
Brenda?
much. So you know what I'm saying? I get a saucer, throw everything on there right quick.
So Marilyn asks, how long should Thanksgiving leftovers last?
Until they're gone. What type of question is that? What? Until they're gone.
I don't know. So for
Until
me,
they fucking gone.
To me, it can.
No questions asked about that.
I know we wait a long time for Thanksgiving and wait for all them good foods to come out.
How long
but
should they last?
for
You better take
me-
them ribs and turn it into pulled pork. You better get creative. The ham, bust that down into ham sandwiches. Bruh.
I mean, yeah, back in the day, that's what used to happen. But for me, I can eat it.
At least 3 days.
Thanksgiving, yeah, at least 3 days. That's it.
least 3 days.
Thanksgiving and 2 days at Black Friday. Like, you know what I mean? And then that's Saturday.
It should be gone within 4 days, bruh. It should be. You should be.
After 2 days, they're trash.
Yeah, you should be
So
sitting there
that's- yeah,
scraping
so
the bottom
Saturday,
within like 3 days. Like Thursday, Friday should be your backup meal where it's like, all right, you get prepped.
But see,
Saturday, that should be just like your chill day off, this, that, and the third. Sunday, like Saturday, you should be like, I only got one more day out of this. Sunday should be done.
Well,
I'll
see,
give you 4 days.
so my nana, she
I'll
makes
give you
like
Thursday, day of, day after, and 2 bonus days.
she makes like a lot of. Oh
the fuck
my
is
God.
going on here?
You got my headphones.
Man, you mind your damn motherfucking business, Token.
So my nana, she makes a
focused,
lot of
man.
she makes a lot of food. So she makes
Man, I like you, Nana.
she makes so she got like some people use a half a ham. So she had
She said, no, she got the whole pig's
so
ass.
so she had 2 halves.
yeah. What the wait a damn, y'all family is big.
Yeah, and then she had a pan of stuffing with the turkey, then a little individual pan, and then she had some chitlins, and then she had like
She
one of
was
them
planning
big
for
long,
to-go plates.
big long roasting pan full of greens, a big long pan full of potato salad, some deviled eggs was there, a big pan of yams.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of.
This is what I'm gonna ask you too. I'm gonna ask. Because I asked somebody this. So if somebody, because
he just got rid of the rest of his yesterday.
yes, yesterday, Sunday. See, boom, you right on time. Sunday, I gave you Sunday. I will guess what that was.
Oh yeah.
I ain't mean to get no ice in that one. My bad, y'all. But when it got all right, now say this is gonna be a first. Like, hey, babe, we're about to talk about what I told you about with Tottenham. All right, so if somebody makes something that they never made before and they're asking you for your opinion, what do you tell them?
Am I trying it?
Yeah.
Am I trying? I'll be honest with them. If it's nasty, it's nasty. If it's good, it's
Okay.
good.
Now, if it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I'll just let them.
But it got to
know-
be something I've tried before, though. It can't be
you have something to compare from.
Yeah.
Okay, so but if anybody asks you, whether it be food or whatever, somebody be like, let me know how I did, or let me know what you honestly feel about it. Sorry, it was a train. I was trying to make sure that my car wasn't getting broken into. My bad. But yeah, so if damn, I wasn't even looking at the camera. Way the fuck over here. I looked at, started talking to me. Started explaining myself. But anyway, yeah. So I brought this up
What's
to
up, Will Miko?
I'm gonna just say coworkers to keep them anonymous.
Blake.
Coworkers. Damn, I already said their names. Whatever. But I brought this up to them. I'm like, oh, so I was honest with my girl because she made everything from scratch. I ate everything, but I let her know, like, oh, okay, you like that was a little undercooked. You could have left that in there more.
Yeah.
And it was like just a vegetable or some shit. Or and like, oh, that you could have left those on longer. But besides that, everything was great. They said I was wrong.
No, I don't think
They
you
said
were
I-
wrong.
but-
So I mean, she so this is my thing. She made the meal for you guys as a family. So yeah, she made the meal for you guys as a family and stuff like that. And if it was her first time doing it by scratch, you being a person, I'm thinking of longevity, being together for a while.
Yeah.
You're the person that got to eat her cooking. So So
That's what I said.
So you
That's
got
what
you got to be
what I
honest, like
said.
so you can know, like, because then
Fuck
you'll
that.
want it to come around next time,
and I gotta sit there and fake the fuck with some shit that I
or,
really don't
or
like.
not eat it. But like, no, I think we just gonna go over my mom's house for Thanksgiving. Like, you know what I mean? You don't want to do
And
that.
that's my thing, because there's certain stuff where it's like she makes some good ass macaroni. She makes good stuff, but there was certain stuff where she was like she never made yams. Like went and got the fucking sweet potato, peeled it. She never did
Yeah.
that. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, next time do it this. Like gave her some tips and advice.
Yeah, I mean, I think
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
cool. What do you guys think? Do you think that's wrong?
Like
Nah,
no, this is what I was told though, bro. This is legit what I was told. I was told what you're supposed to do, and I'm not gonna say no names on who told me this shit. It rhymes
you
with
gotta
Rod.
You gotta.
But
keep-
anyway, this motherfucker said, like, no, you're mean. That was wrong. You're supposed to lie and say everything was good, eat everything on your plate. Now, granted, I ate everything still.
Yeah.
I ate everything because it was still good, but I was like, oh, you could have
It just needed just a little more smidgen, a little smidgen of something.
Exactly.
And it wasn't.
that's what
it
I
wasn't
said.
all the items. It was some of the items.
Exactly.
So I mean, look. So this I told you, man. When Tootie first
Ignorant as
made
hell.
when Tootie first made Thanksgiving.
So I'm not wrong.
No, I don't think you're wrong.
Thank you.
I think I think that's personally.
They said
perfectly
you're supposed
fine.
to look, but let me finish what they
Y'all
told
want
me
him
I
to
was
have,
supposed to do.
live
bro.
a lie in this relationship. What type of people are y'all?
Oh my god, thank you. What they say is like you're supposed to clean the plate, don't say nothing, and let it go bad in the refrigerator.
No, that's even worse. So you really ain't. Then now what she's gonna say? So you really ain't like my Thanksgiving food.
They said let it go
So
bad.
everybody's saying, tell them the truth. Alan said, no, it would be wrong if you said everything was fire and it wasn't.
did. Swear. But my thing is like, bro, I have to eat it.
Yeah.
I have to live with this. So
What's up,
in my
that's
head,
fine.
I'm like, and then she tried again the next day. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it.
All right, so yeah,
That's how you do
and
it.
She is now it shows that she approved, and she's gonna be super excited.
And these
because she
motherfuckers was
approved
like,
and she did it
now
right.
she's going to second guess herself on everything. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, no, I'm not going to live a life of a lie. I have a problem. They're like, well, if you're going to say it, you could at least be nicer. I'm like, I just said it. Like, how you take it is not my fault. I can't do anything with how you comprehend my shit. Because I'm just going to say it. And
Yeah.
that's just what it is. And you take it from there. Like, not be ruthless of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know what? And Will, you do got a point too. We do live in a world nowadays where people will ask for your opinion, and then when you give your honest opinion
And be mad.
and be mad as
Fuck
fuck,
that.
yeah, and won't
Be mad.
probably won't talk to you.
Stop
again.
being my friend, because I don't want that type of person to be my friend anyway. Because that was another thing that
And
we was
Bree
talking about.
said, Bree's on YouTube. She said, "Yeah, tell the truth. You got to tell the truth."
Period.
I mean,
because you
and
gotta
that's-
eat it.
Yeah.
Now she gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, I hooked them shits up. I'm gonna do nothing but make them for them." And you over there eating half cooked some shit.
You know what? It's and Tootie's first time making Thanksgiving. So her first time making.
I think
Thanksgiving.
everybody fucked up the first time. Though.
No, so actually,
On something.
I think. Well, she didn't try to go overdo. So
Overboard.
there's a lot of
Gotcha.
stuff that we don't eat. So I mean, it was kind of cool. Like, you know what I mean? I don't eat Cornishins. I think she made Cornishins or she made ribs.
Yo, somebody lit the grill and I'm swole like
Yeah, I
open
can,
this
yeah,
fucking
I
window.
can smell that grill. I thought it
Sorry,
was
y'all.
stripping.
Go ahead.
But
Oh, I'm
she
pissed.
made ribs.
Yeah.
She made some greens. I think she made potato salad. I think, and she made baked
Who
macaroni
made the
and
potato
cheese.
salad?
She did. And what she did was actually when she was preparing to cook it, and she made greens and everything all the first time. The ribs she didn't make the first time by herself. I think my aunt showed her how to make it in the oven and stuff like that. Because
Okay, yeah,
before,
yeah.
like, you know what I mean, put on a grill and then you can make them in the oven or something like that. Let it cook and then finish in the oven. But what she did was she got the ingredients. She got the list of ingredients that she needed from my nana.
We ain't even talking about them brick skits.
But she
Yo.
got the ingredients,
Bro,
and
she
then
made
she did it
softballs.
herself. Who?
Her biscuits was hard as fuck.
Oh.
But the thing is like she got the flour, got the yeast, mixed it up with the Crisco, let the dough rise.
Yeah.
Like she did it from scratch. She wasn't over there with the with the little popper fucking disc, whatever it is. That was the weakest pop in life. Poof. We gonna go with
Yeah.
that. The joint where you don't know when it's gonna fucking blow up.
You know
and scare
what,
you every
Justina?
time. And I gave her props.
You
for that
you
shit.
get an A for almost did it. You almost made a perfect meal, but
Bruh, that's what I'm saying. Like she was right there at the finish line.
Yeah, you was right
She was
there.
right there.
You
Next
was right
day,
there.
she flew past
You
that bitch.
You just gotta know you can't start sprinting at the beginning. I mean, you gotta even pace
your
it
pace?
out. pace
Bruh,
it out, and you could go.
bruh, and this is what I was telling her, like, and she fucking ignored me anyway. I was sitting there, I was like, bruh, like I was over there like a coach, like trying to, I'm like, practice leading up to this, baby.
Yeah.
Practice. Don't just try to throw this shit out there in
Yeah.
the field the day
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
Let's get it together.
Yeah, you need
know what
some
I'm saying? Making a
practice.
couple. She ignored the fuck out of me,
It was she-
and then
but
called her
that's
fucking
what-
grandma on me.
And, but that's why she had 2 items messed
gonna
up.
fucking
but
go-
so, ladies,
Don't come at my
no,
phone
I'm
next,
not coming at her. I'm not coming at her like that.
I come at next, bruh.
Ladies, if you tried to make Thanksgiving before and you fucked up your first time,
What-
let us know.
Not even Thanksgiving.
What did you make up? Or when you tried to cook
Yeah.
a meal for your spouse, your significant other, a family member, or a friend, or something like that?
What
and
was
you
your
fucked
major
up.
fuck up?
What was your fuck up?
I know what my major fuck up was, and it was bomb. But it wasn't supposed to fucking taste like that. I made pork taste like chicken.
Did you?
That's
Did
exactly.
you put in some chicken grease or something?
Then I put in them little chicken broth broiler cubes, and I made like a gravy out of it and poured it on it. It tasted fucking delicious.
So yeah, pork chicken.
Exactly. Chicken. It
chicken.
didn't taste shit like what it was supposed to taste like.
Yeah. Yeah. So I
What
mean,
does that sound?
yeah. So I mean, I think we
Yeah,
all
I fucked up. Everybody fucks up.
I think you know what mine was, and I did it with
Steak.
with
Gotta
Drew
be
and
steak.
no with
Always
Drew
steak.
and them actually. No, I was trying to be creative with my pancakes. Like I used to
Ooh,
make
what'd you do?
used to make like creative pancakes and stuff like that all the time. And Drew will tell you, Dayon will tell you, I make some bomb ass breakfast food. I'm real good at that. But so I think a couple times I made strawberry pancakes, I made cherry pancakes, I made apple pancakes.
Shit sound good.
Apple cinnamon pancakes. But I wanted to go try to make some peanut butter pancakes, which I had it right. But when
Kinda.
I had it right. But what I did was I let the peanut butter, after I mixed it, I let the peanut butter sit too long.
Oh shit! What happened?
So it started to thicken back up because you got to warm up the peanut butter.
What taco favorite pancakes?
Shut up, Brittany.
She's such an asshole.
But yeah, so because I melted the peanut butter in like the microwave, I melted it, and then I just poured it into the batter and the pancake.
Is that what you're
mix.
supposed to do?
That's how I thought about it.
'Cause I don't fucking know. I never made peanut butter
So
pancakes.
it was my first time doing it, and so I did it, and I mean, I made the first couple was fine, but it was the ones after that because it was starting to get too thick, and you could see like the mix was pouring into the skillet.
It was
a
pouring
little
kinda
slower,
funny.
a little slower than, a little thicker.
So you
than normal.
mixed the pancake in it, like you poured it in and then mixed it.
So I
up?
already had the pancake mix in there,
Yeah.
in the thing, and then I poured the peanut like after it was warm because you never.
It gets a
Anytime
little
you heat something
softer,
up,
easier
every
to
time you
work
heat
with.
something up, you never heat it up the right amount of time the first time, so you got to hit it again and stuff like that. So I heated up the.
You had pancake like peanut butter chips.
No, I just wasn't just a lot of peanut butter. So, but I finally got it to melt down, and I poured it in there, and then I started mixing it, and it was fine. You got to mix it a little bit so it could spread around.
Gotcha.
And I poured it in there. The first couple was good.
I was like, please tell me your pancakes like wasn't able to stick together.
No, they were, and like I said, the one was too. A couple of the last few was a little bit too thick, but the other ones was good. And what made me think about it was like, oh, for these first ones, if we had some like that little Nestle chocolate syrup or something like that, would've
Where'd
been
you
bomb.
fuck up at?
I fucked up because I let the peanut butter sit, but we couldn't get the amount that we wanted, but I fucked up.
Okay, that's not even a major fuck up.
It's a major fuck
Bruh,
up for me.
Major fuck up is like, okay, I was baking a fucking cake and I was younger and I wasn't
can't-
paying attention to eggshells. Best cake you ever had in your life. Crunchy as fuck all the way through because I didn't pick none of the eggshells out. Because you'll have a bite and be like, oh, this is so fucking good. Then the next bite, it be,
No, I didn't. Or, you know what? I tried to make
Time out.
a brownie something. I forgot. I fucked that up before.
like everybody's fucked up some
I
shit.
fucked up the cookies for Santa one time.
Yo, how you fuck up Santa's cook? I don't even believe in it. I really don't give a fuck Santa, bruh.
All right, don't let my kids hear you.
They already know.
No,
Y'all broke their heart already.
No.
They forgot?
No. Santa's real. Yeah.
Bro, you told me
Yeah,
that fucking
yeah.
that Tootie came at. No, they
Santa's-
definitely are. There's no
Santa's-
question
Santa's
about
real,
it. I
yeah.
fucked up already.
Yeah, Santa's real.
Sorry, kids. Tell them how you Fucked up the pineapple upside down. I fucked it up as in I ate that shit. Fuck you talking
Yeah.
about? I ain't fuck it up at all.
But yeah,
like, bro, I never knew how
guys,
pineapple
there's some topics out
Like,
there.
I never knew how that shit was made.
Pineapple upside down?
Yeah.
I still don't know how it was made.
Bro, you just make this little fucking concoction. You just take cake batter and pour it over. Like, you make the concoction, whatever the fuck, cinnamon butter, all that shit. Put it at the bottom of the pan. Put pineapples in the bitch in the pattern, and then just boom, throw regular cake batter over top of it. Bake that shit.
So
Then the flip is the mastered part. Bruh, she flipped the fucking pineapple upside down cake from a big pan into a little pan. It was mad because it broke.
Yeah.
Bruh, she was
That's fucked up.
But I'm like, look at the sizes, man.
Justin, he's coming for you. Now I feel like he really doesn't like anything that you make.
No, but it was good. But it was funny because, like, when you sit there, because she just did it, like, fuck it, whatever. But once you flipped it and you looked at the pan size, it was like,
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I was like,
Kev?
something was going to get fucked up there.
What's up, Mike?
What's
Mike,
going
I seen
on?
you on the parkway the other day. You floored it right past me in your new truck. Nice and shiny.
Show off. Fucking show off.
Yeah.
What do we got?
So
F-1500?
So you know what? I want to have a conversation about. I think it was a Ford, or I think it was a Dodge or something like that. I'm not sure. I know it was blue.
And shiny.
You know. So this is what's killing me. I know we talked about this before, but
What's up?
well, it goes back to, like, you know what I mean, what Will said about sharing your opinions and stuff like that, and like, you know what I mean. So you know what I like? What just eats me up? Like, you know what I mean? Like when people.
Oh, no, we didn't start early, Chris.
We kind of started closer to on time today. When people, you have a conversation with somebody,
Yeah.
and for me, it's like when I have a conversation with somebody, and I'm real open to their opinion and views,
But then they shut down to yours.
yeah, like, you know what I mean. So, and like, I sit there and I be like, what? Like, and I had this conversation today with my old supervisor, and hopefully he don't get mad. One day we probably will have him on the show. You actually talked to him before, but so he sent me this link the other day, and I'm not talking about him when I say that, but we had this conversation. I mean, kinda am, but we had this conversation earlier. He sent me a link, I think yesterday or the day before. It was about Irish slaves, right? Mm-hmm. It was very interesting, and it was some guy talking about Irish slaves, but he was talking about a whole bunch of different stuff. Some of the stuff I was like, okay, that's cool to know. I didn't know that. I mean, I knew about it, but I got some statistics and stuff like that on it. So that's cool. It was very informative. But then the other part was, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I told you there were white slaves too. I mean, I
Nobody's
didn't
ever
say,
done
or
that.
Irish slaves or whatever. I never said that there wasn't. I knew that they did exist. It wasn't, black people wasn't the only slaves, but and then you know what I mean. So we're sitting there talking about. I'm like, look, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna go into the argument about which ones was more, and then it was just like, oh yeah,
had
how
it worse
black
and this
people
and
was
third.
treated, black slaves was treated better than Irish slaves, and I'm not trying to say Irish slaves was treated better. I can't tell you who was treated better and stuff like that, because I mean, in my opinion, they both was treated
Bad. They were slaves.
yeah, bad. So
Fucking sucks. Nobody wants
you
to be a
know,
fucking
I mean,
slave.
but it was I think we can have a good conversation and stuff like that. It's just some things, like, you know what I mean, you just gotta. I'm not trying to argue about it. I agree that because that's his ancestors.
Yeah, y'all were slaves also.
Yeah, and my ancestors. So, like, you know what I mean, I get it. Like, you know what I mean, I respect the fact. I respect it. That's a school call.
Yeah, turn the ringer off.
Yeah, I did. It's on silent. But when it's hooked up to the thing,
It still rings.
Yeah, it still
Okay,
rings.
go ahead.
But yeah, so you know what I mean. It's just, you know what I mean. It's just one of them things. Like, you know what I mean. I don't like when you can't have a conversation with somebody and you can listen, or you can even listen to everything that they're saying, and then when it's your turn to talk, then you get cut off. And I deal with that a lot at work too. Me and one of my coworkers just talk about that. That's what, and they be like, "Oh yeah, it's always an argument with you." No, I am passionate about a lot of stuff, and I do get worked up. I am a very emotional speaker.
And you're pro-black to the core.
I'm not. No, hold up. I'm on some real
See,
shit.
look, here come this passion right now.
This ain't nothing against my, you know what I mean, my pro-black people and shit like that. But I don't want to be called that because them motherfuckers, the real pro black people,
unrealistic at certain points.
Yeah. It's starting to annoy me a little bit.
Where it's like you're not looking for equality or fairness or equity. You're looking to flip a power.
Yeah, it's just like no, you want to play the blame game and shit like that, and I don't have time for that. And that's another conversation I had with somebody, but that's something totally different. Like I can't sit there and say like that this is all because of this one person, or this is still happening because we were slaves, or this is still. No, I'm not gonna. I'm sorry. I'm just, in my opinion, I won't agree to that. And I actually had this conversation with a few people now that I'm playing it back, but I won't agree with that. Just like I don't agree with, like, you know what I mean, using the race card all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Or like, you know, I just don't agree with that shit sometimes. Sometimes it's just like, okay, you know when you can use it. You know what I mean? Use it when it's supposed to be used. But you ain't always got to use it. Sometimes it don't always need to be pointed out and shit like that. Maybe on a side conversation, but to be there and make it seem you don't. And some of that, like, you know what I mean? Like, again, to the whole, like, I said this numerous times on the show, too. The whole, wake up shit. Like, woke or some
Stay
shit
woke.
like that. Stay woke. Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, motherfucker, I've been up
Hashtag woke.
since 3:30 this morning.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, like some of that shit, like, motherfucker, what are you being woke about? Motherfucker, you said, motherfucker, it was the fucking meteorologist probably said it was supposed to be 65. It's 70. Okay, motherfucker, all right. You ain't got
He
to put
was off by a
hashtag
little
woke.
bit.
Like, you know what I mean?
They try and lie to us, brothers and sisters.
Right. I mean, you ain't
Like,
got to do that.
so is there
Stone.
such thing as too fucking woke?
Yeah, because I think if you're too woke, you're looking for shit that isn't there.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Or again, too, or you're starting to blame everything on a particular race. And I don't think that's the case. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for me, like, I like to think that a lot of this stuff happened. Like, you know what I mean? Like, now this show can go anywhere. It could be something real big, or it could stay where it's at. But that don't mean I'm not going to try. You know what I mean? So, for me, it's just like, I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, if this show isn't successful, or if it don't turn into this big thing, I'm going to be like, oh,
Somebody's
it was
ringing the hell out of the
because
doorbell.
some white person.
Bruh.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping they got a key. She has a key.
Okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt. But somebody's
Okay, enter the door. It's your mom.
This show is brought to you by Tootie Loke. Tootie Loke, the real man in the house.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Africans were. I mean,
Nothing.
right. I mean, now he's going back to that conversation about the slaves and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not going to compare them and say one was worse or one was, you know what I mean, better or whatever like that. I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna
like
compare
slavery
that.
is slavery, no matter how you see it, who had it worse or whatnot. But the one thing that, because I think realistically, like, okay, it's bad that they were slaves. It was bad this happened. But people don't realize, like, it's like, yeah, we're the bottom of the bottom. And we still haven't even got a leg up. They've let a few people trickle through, but there's really no leg up when it comes to our communities and everything. Meanwhile, let's put it like this. You get into a gated community, it's primarily American people. They live there. American.
Mm-hmm.
If the Irishman moves into the community, there's no questions about it.
Right.
That's
I mean,
the difference.
yeah.
If a black man moves into the community, it's like, what's going on here? Majority of the time. It's not every community. It's not every time.
Right.
But there's a more likelihood if I just watched this on a damn, I seen it on Facebook. It was a video where a white dude, they went to court and he was like, yeah, the black guy didn't look like he belonged. We don't have black people in our community, and I didn't remind him. And the judge was like, do you know who lives in that house? No, I don't. So how do you know if the people that lived in that house live in that house? You don't know about that house. So why would you assume that the black person does not live there? Oh, well, they didn't look like they belong. Why not? He was walking around with your high school jersey on for the kids in your community. They go to that high school. He had
Right.
on the school's letterman on. He's on the basketball team, I believe. He's on the sports team. And he was literally coming from a house down the street, still in the community. So the kids in the community know him. The other parents know him. But you felt like because he didn't look like he belonged. Now, what do you mean by that? He's like, oh, well, he just didn't look like he belonged. It's like, just say it, because he's black and you're not used to seeing black people in the neighborhood.
Right.
Let's just be honest. But if you seen an Irish kid walking up the street with a Letterman on, and you're part of the he was like the neighborhood watch, you might ask the kid what's going on, how are you doing tonight, this, that, and the third.
Right.
But you wouldn't just chase him down and hit him in the back with a fucking shovel.
Mm-hmm.
There's differences. That's why when somebody's like, "Oh yeah, Steve,
Black Wall Street did happen.
my ancestors were slaves too." Like, yeah, I get that, but you still have, just because of the color of your skin, you still have one up on me.
Right. I mean,
I have to prove myself.
Like, you know what I mean? And,
you know what I mean?
We all know. So, like, for me, right? Like, you know what I mean? And I had this argument all the time, too. I'm not trying to say.
Yeah, and that's what kills me whenever Black Wall Street is a perfect example where they're like, well, why didn't you guys try to build companies and make your lives better? We did, and you fucking burnt it down.
Right. But
we tried to do that.
But now this is what I'll say too, and I hope I don't get a lot of backlash for this. People.
Oh, you're going to, but go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Throw it out there.
But like,
hot take. Let's go.
No, I think, like, you know what I mean. Even with Black Wall Street, I think it was successful, and it made moves, and black people did a good thing. And when people say that, like, you know what I mean, if somebody asks me that, oh, how come you ain't got it? I mean, I will bring that up. Oh yeah, we did try. Yeah. But in my mind now, when he asked me that, now I'm gonna think, even when I see that, and like you said, that the question the person asks, it will have me thinking, why aren't we trying to do this now?
Yeah, and that's understandable.
Like, you know what I mean?
Like, you shouldn't stop trying. So you're right.
Right. Like,
you shouldn't stop trying.
You shouldn't stop trying. I mean, I know they tried to destroy it. Now we come back bigger, better, and stronger.
Yeah,
that
makes more sense.
That's what I look at. Like, you know what I mean? I understand.
So against, like, I'm pro black, but people don't understand. Like, I'm pro a lot of things because I'm not just black.
Right.
And that's just me accepting who I am. I'm part Indian. I'm part Irish. I'm part of all of this stuff. But you look at my skin and you just see a black man.
Right.
Most white people look at me, they see a black man. But I know who I am, if that makes sense.
Right.
So I can sit there and be like, yeah, well, I'm open to white people. I know what can happen, but I also know what I am at the end of the day also.
Right. And like, you know what? Like, I would like to say I'm fairly, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm pro-black. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I feel like us as a culture, right?
We're not pro-black.
We're not pro-black.
Like that, and let that sink in. I don't mean, like, you know, because you'll argue with somebody about your white skin, but it's like when you could close your eyes to the mishappenings in the community and stuff.
Right.
Too.
Right. I mean, and that's,
so how is that pro? Like, you're only pro-black when the white person is anti-black.
Right. Yeah, you can't be that. Yeah, right. Yeah, you can't do that, and that's what annoyed that I think.
And
this is
just
and
speaking openly.
I
But
feel like
there are people that are like on the positive notes, but the majority they throw the race card out whenever the white man is trying to hold them down or some type of racial thing. But then they'll be the first one. I don't fuck with the pigs. I don't fuck with this, that. I ain't never going rat. I hope they kill that. You know what I mean? Shit like that. But it's like, no, you don't want that either.
Right.
You don't want to be open to replace a negative with a negative. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. This ain't math. Like, 2 negatives don't make a positive. It just don't work that way. This is life. So if you're against wrong, be against wrong. Whether it be if there was a pro-black person that was out here doing wrong, I'd be against him too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm open-minded, I'm understanding to certain situations, but wrong is still wrong.
What's the dumbest thing written here ever? I didn't see the other comment if there was one there. So if you could please repost it. But I think too, like, you know what I mean? I feel like we gotta stop blaming, you know what I mean, even our personal shortcomings on somebody else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know, like, I don't think it's fair that we gotta work 10 times harder to get something.
Same results.
Right. I don't think it's fair. I think it's fucked up, but that's not going to stop me from trying.
So, yeah,
on some real
you
shit.
should not do it because the work is harder.
That's not going to stop me from trying. Like,
That's perfect.
On some real shit. Like, my motto in life right now, like, and my dream and my goal right now is to one day be my own boss and to give back to
different
youth,
communities,
the less fortunate, other community. Yeah, people. Period. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm saying people. Period. That's what I want to do. So that's my thing. So if it's me taking photos, learning how to do photos, taking photos, if it's me starting a podcast show, if it's me bowling and maybe getting recognized for that, like, you know what I mean? I'm doing a lot of different things to try to get me recognized for doing something, for being like, you know what I mean? I don't even want to get recognized for doing small stuff, for like helping out and stuff like that. But I want to grow this brand or another brand that I have or something like that.
Just
and
grow.
be successful. Like, you know what I mean?
Just
because
fucking grow.
even with me and you, right? We got the podcast show.
Uh-huh.
When I get booked for photo gigs, what I do?
Yo, is you free?
Yeah, you want to come? Like, you know what I mean, bro? We both can get
Or even
money.
if he's sitting there like, oh, I got a book, and I'm like, let me check my schedule. Shit, you need help?
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
Because it's about helping each other grow. And in the midst of helping ourselves
Chris,
grow,
chill,
we're
Chris.
trying to like squeeze in other people too. Yeah, Chris. Stop it, Chris. Damn it. Somebody got to put a leash on that dog.
Yeah, he be
He be wild.
he be wilding out sometimes. But yeah, like, you know what I mean? You can't.
And that's
Like-
one thing. It's like, okay. And people start using like the downfall or their position as an excuse. And that kills me sometimes, where it's literally like, oh, well, I can't get a job anyway. I got a record. Like, okay, what do you mean? Because I know plenty of people with records that got jobs.
Right.
Like, oh, well, it's just going to be harder than me. So you're just not going to look for a job because
Right.
exactly. You're not even going to try.
You assume it's going to be harder.
And I have to get that through so many people's heads, where it's like it's okay to think about every scenario, everything that may happen, every
Right.
outcome that may happen, but don't assume that the negative ones are going to happen. Don't assume that the positive ones are going to happen. Address, like, be aware of all scenarios and go in there with an open mind.
Right. And you know what I'll say too, like, you know, and you know why I'm able to do some things, some of these things, or why I think I'll be able to do some of these things, because I'm cool with talking to any and everybody about anything. Even if I don't know, I'm cool with taking in the information so I can learn. Like, you know what I mean? Or I'm cool with giving my opinion or piece with it. It don't matter, you white, black, Asian, Chinese, male, female, like, you know what I mean? Or transgender, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? I'm cool with talking to people. That's what I do. Tootie hates it. Like, you know what I mean? Because every time we
'Cause
go
you burn
somewhere,
everybody's time.
I know people. Everywhere we go, I sit there and talk with them. Like, even if I ain't seen in a while, I'll bust it up, what you see, how you doing, and stuff like that.
And
That's
that's
what I
what's up.
do. That's why, I mean, again, too,
And meanwhile,
hence the
I
show.
look so fucking mean and nobody wants to talk to me. But meanwhile, they don't get to see this side of me, like this part of me.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, that growing up where we grew up and how we grew up, it became this. Like, I just have like not the resting mean brother face. I just look mean when I'm not smiling or
So-
not doing nothing.
My mom said her great grandma was a slave and she came up on top. Tootie
She
just
look like she
peeked in
about
the
to fucking
door.
rob us. Like, she got the ski mask folded up on her head. Fucking thug. I asked
Yeah,
about
but-
thugging.
But yeah, you know what I mean. So I just feel like we gotta try, and you can do anything that you want to do. Honestly, I'm not going to sit there and blame it on. Now, granted, like, now somebody was working hard to get me fired for me to lose my job, and they happen to be white. Okay, yeah, then that white dude got me fired. Okay, but I'm not
Yeah,
going to
that's
blame
the
it on
difference.
the whole culture.
Or meanwhile, you ever see this one where it's like,
Excuse me.
oh, that motherfucker's racist. Like, why is they racist? Because they sitting there trying to write me up and get me fired. What they trying to write you up for? They saying I'm always late coming in and I'm always late from break. Like, no, motherfucker, you're always late.
Yeah, right.
You always take long breaks. Like, what do you... That ain't got shit to do with your race.
Yeah,
Like, literally, like, that kills me where
Right.
you're fucking up, but you want to play the race card to fill in for your shortcomings.
Right.
Like, no, like, it's easy. Like, it's easy to work. If you apply for a job and you get the job, work. And the best thing that you could do is, like, try to save up and create something of your own
Right.
as a second source of income or whatever the case may be. But if you're going to work for somebody, expect to do a job. Don't expect shit to
Right.
be easy.
right. I got to show on, and that's what I say all the time. And some people might think I weird when I say this, but I show when I work at jobs, I show my value every time. Every
what you're
time,
supposed to
I'm
do.
at work, I show my
Because
value.
the way you present
Why-
yourself and the way that you build your own reputation.
Why you hired me? Why I should get this promotion? Why I make this amount of dollars? Like, you know what I mean, or whatever like that. Like, nah, like, you know what I mean. I'm gonna do my. To tell you, I care. I mean, I'm more passionate about this job, but I cared about McDonald's just as much as I cared about Foot Locker, just as much as I cared about Denny's, just as much as I cared about Walgreens, just as much as I cared about the Science Center. and
That's
this
the
job.
best mindset. Because
Like, you know what I mean? Because I want mine. I need my money.
exactly. And if I'm doing a job, I'm the exact same way. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I'm going to try to do that to the best of my capability. And people don't understand that. So whenever I was working up the youth center, up at Northview at the youth center, like, yeah, I was bending over backwards for kids, helping them with their studies, playing games with them, cheap shit, because that's what you're supposed to do. Pick up, stay after to clean up, come in early to straighten up and get ready. Like, I did that. Then I went to McDonald's. I'm over there throwing sandwiches together as fast as I fucking can, just cause it's like, if I stay here, this will help me advance.
Yeah.
If I don't stay here, this at least gives me a good impression here. It gets a good impression here.
Right.
Then I went to the post office, bent over backwards, damn near killed myself as a casual. Granted, they were throwing hours at me, and I didn't really have an option to tell them no. But at the same time, like, when it comes to my work ethic, like, yeah, you tell me what my schedule is. You tell me what my job is, what I'm supposed to be doing. It's up to me to either do just enough to get by or do it to the best of my ability.
Right.
And by doing that, I build a reputation in the post office.
Yeah.
So whenever I went to the fucking, then I left there and I started working security. Was down there early. Never called off. I called off one time because my son had a seizure because he was sick. He had a fever seizure. One time. I got wrote up for that too, and that really pissed me off because I'm sitting here like, I feel fucking shifts for y'all.
Yeah.
I fucking bend over backwards. I don't miss rounds. I'm not in this bitch sleeping. Nothing ever happens. That pissed me off.
And that way you're.
But you build a reputation. You know what happened from there?
And doing your thing.
But you know what happened from there? From me busting my ass, not even like I was pissed, but I was like, you know what? All right, whatever. I'm gonna eat that because it was a last minute call off.
Yeah.
Like, I was supposed to be there in 20 minutes, but that happened. I ran to my son. Like, fuck y'all. That's what I did.
Yeah.
But when that happened, a new company took over. My reputation got me a supervisor position there.
Right. And it shows. And that's what's up.
You know what I mean? Because they was like, oh, he's a good ass fucking worker. My interview skills got me in a position. My reputation. Then when I went back to the post office, they were like, they pulled my application out of the pals. They were like, we know he works. We know who the fuck this is.
Right.
We want him on here as soon as possible. Get his ass in here. I went into the fucking interview and they're like I did my drug test, did everything I was supposed to. Went to the interview, like, oh, we already heard about you and I already know what to expect from you. So are you coming back?
Yeah.
Like, that's what it was.
That's what's up. And that's how you can show.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. Where you're at. And I mean, and where you're going. And like, you know what I mean?
You can't be racist. Racism is laws put into place to make one race have an advantage over the. That's not racism. Is the dislike, hatred, or judgment of somebody just because of their race. Now, discriminatory and all that other stuff. I don't know.
Bigots or have prejudice.
Okay. I don't, because my opinion on that is going to be different. Y'all continue that conversation.
No, I believe
black
like, you know
people
what?
Can be racist.
What?
Because
right, we had that conversation. I feel like we did have that conversation, but again, too, like for me, like I mean, honestly, and I'll be honest, I'll sit there and stand if I was wrong about something, I'll say that I was wrong. Mm-hmm. But for me, I would have to dig deep into the I would have to look all three of the definitions up.
All three of what definitions? Okay, but. What is the definition? If you're saying that you can't be racist, and the definition of racist is the hatred of somebody or think they're inferior because of their race or lesser than you because of their race, or this, that,
so racism. What he said, basically, what he's saying, racism is a law put in place to make one race have an advantage over another.
That that doesn't sound like the definition of racism.
Google it.
Like, but we was talking about jobs and working hard. Keep that rolling.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was just sitting there. Prejudice plus power equals racism.
Prejudice plus power equals racism.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a new one. I've never heard that one ever before.
I mean, but that's their opinion.
That's I mean, right? So I'm just saying I never heard that one before.
I mean, but it's probably if people have a. I mean.
But everybody's entitled to their own.
I mean, but I think now, Julius, do that work both ways though? I want to know, like, you know what I mean. So you said prejudice plus power equals racism. Do that work both ways, or is it just for
prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against someone of a different race, based on the belief that one's race is superior?
So that's
not that.
It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing at all. I believe that I'm superior to you. Like,
versus
so you could be,
yeah.
Y'all could both be poor, and I believe I'm superior to you because I'm white and you're black.
So that's
literally what it said. Prejudice, discrimination, antagonism because you believe you're superior because of your race.
But in order
But
to be
but that's
racist,
one
you
thing.
got to have prejudice to be racist. That's what that said.
What are you talking about?
Well, that's what the definition said, right?
Oh yeah, prejudice.
So you got to be prejudiced.
Prejudice, discrimination, and
You got to be
antagonism.
prejudiced or show discrimination.
No, all of it. All of that falls into racism. Prejudice, discrimination. Well, no, one of you have prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against someone of a different race based on the belief that one's own race is superior. I believe I'm superior. It doesn't matter if I'm rich, poor, whatever. I believe my race is better than yours. So
Oh, the
I'm
smoke
prejudiced
detector.
against you. I'm against. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
Man, I changed the battery, man. Chill.
Finally.
Nah, I've been changing the battery, but I don't know what happened. What's up,
Yeah,
Janelle?
but I mean,
what's up, Nell? What's up,
Definitely have
Erica?
yeah, because I just like, and my thing is like, motherfuckers just always, because what is it? You'll have people where it's like, oh, don't say nigga, but we changed the definition of it.
Right. I mean, but and you know, even for me, right? Like, you know, what I mean, even for me,
Yeah.
Like, I was on a mission this year, especially since
Stop saying nigga.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
use it to try to stop. And I, like, you know what I mean, I would say that I use it a lot less than I ever, because even before, if you go past, I mean, I think a look at the show, I think I was saying it a lot more in the beginning.
Yeah,
of
and
when
my
we took
thing
on
is
the
like
show.
when it goes with that, where it's like you got Negro, you got nigger, you got nigga. Those are technically like they're derived from the same, but they're three different words.
Right.
So I can understand where it's like, oh no, but this means that means that. It's different. No, racism has its definition,
Right. I mean, but
and that's just
but see, this is what I say.
I don't know.
You know, all them, like, I don't.
how we go from Thanksgiving to talking about racism. This is
Well, I mean,
bullshit.
because-
We're just joking and having fun.
Well, I mean, but it's still, we still can.
Let's talk about black empowerment and improvements.
I mean,
Talk
but
about
it's all
getting Black
but
Street,
this
Black Street boys back. I was trying to say Black Wall Street.
But I was, this what I'll say. I think even with that, even with using them words, and I'm gonna say it right now for
We
this
don't
purpose.
have enough economic power to be
Negroes,
racist.
nigger, and nigga, right?
Look, we don't have enough power to.
So hold on, let me.
I can't think of the word that I
let,
was
let
saying,
me
but
let me
yeah,
get
go
this
ahead.
out. I feel like, again, I said this before. I feel like if you use it, everybody should be able to use it, or if you use it towards a person, they should be able to use it back towards you.
Yeah.
If you're going to be upset with it, then you shouldn't use it.
Yeah, this is true. And my thing
And
is
that's
like,
my opinion. That's my opinion. ERGA, and it's not like, oh no, I'm not for black people, none of that shit. It's just me saying you shouldn't use it
If others can't use it.
If others can't use it, you shouldn't go to a white person and be like, oh, ninja, you better get out of here before I F you up. And he'd be
Yeah.
like, ninja, you ain't gonna do nothing.
Then you
oh,
fuck
what
him
you
up
call
because
me?
he's racist.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but whenever,
Oh,
'cause
fucking racist.
That is a major argument wherever I see where people are like, we don't have enough economic, or we don't have enough power to be racist. Like, no, that's my personal opinion. That's not the case. We don't have enough power to suppress another race. And you can still be racist, but you just can't suppress a whole race
Yeah.
because of it. And I think that's where my understanding is, literally where they're like, oh, we don't have enough power, so we can't be racist. Like, no, we just don't have the power to suppress another race because of their race. You can still be racist and hate somebody because they're race, think they're inferior to you because of their race. And there's a lot of people, black people, that believe like, oh, the white man is superior. They can't be out in the sun. We have melanin.
Yeah.
We're protected. We're a superior race. Like, yeah, you believe that.
Right.
But you can't suppress somebody at this moment. Like,
right,
we don't
so-
have that position of power. And
And
I think suppression and racism, they're two different things. They literally are.
You know,
Like somebody can suppress a race and be racist, but I could suppress. Okay, this was my scenario. It's like, okay, if you suppress me because I'm black, what does that make you?
a racist.
Okay, so if I suppress you because you're skinny, what does that make me?
A waitist.
Wait, is
A waitism. No, but I mean,
fuck you.
B-Lock, I mean, I get your thing. Like, you know, I mean, me, honestly, I feel like I get the whole full term of how you're trying to define racist and stuff like that. Just my personal opinion. I feel like,
Yeah, somebody just won't step up and do
I
it,
feel like
David.
I feel like we can. I feel like, you know what I mean? I think we can hold some white people out of certain jobs in certain areas
Hip-hop.
and stuff like that. No, because we got Eminem, we got Vanilla
We let
Ice.
him in.
Yeah, right.
We got
But
Vanilla Ice out of there immediately. I still dance.
He
to
still
Ice
had a
Ice
hit.
Baby, though.
He still had that hit. But like, you know what I mean, we can do some of that stuff in certain areas. So like, you know what I mean, I agree somewhat.
So,
Like, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Black Wall Street 2.0. What's the delay? I have no clue.
People just won't come together enough to actually accomplish it.
You know what I think. You know what I think we need
Because convenience overshadows a lot of people's prides, and people say like only buy black. It's like I'm trying to bring some type of unity and togetherness. Now I'm definitely going to support the black. I'm not going to separate the black person from you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if there's definitely somebody that's like they're only trying to take my dollars, but they don't respect me because I'm black, like yeah, I'll stop spending my money there because your race is there. But if there's somebody that's out here actually doing the right thing and doing what they're supposed to do, I don't care if your product is like hatred free.
Yeah.
And Bree, you shut your damn mouth and don't even bring up my Uggs.
Okay, but you just brought them up. But this is what I'll say.
No, because
this is what I'll say.
I bought some Uggs and she sent me a PETA link of a shaved fucking sheep.
Fucked up. I think Black Wall Street 2.0 can happen again once us as a black culture can come together and not hate on each other so much. Because and some people will say, oh, but you know what I mean, look at the slaves. You know what I mean, we was taught that ever since slavery and stuff like that. Yeah, but you know what I mean, people was able to get that shit out of their head to make Black Wall Street the first time and to become the first
That's true.
The inventor of the first traffic signal, the inventor of the cotton gin, the inventor of the hot comb, the inventor of the fucking first perm, and all this first black Supreme Court justice. You know what I mean? We was able to have all this stuff and do all these things without sitting there looking at this past and say, oh yeah, this is what they did to my people. Like, you know what I mean? We need to come together and unify because, you know what I mean? Like, you know, back then it was just like all about your brother, your sister, and I'm not just saying, like, you know what I mean, whatever, black, white, whatever. Me, I like to say black, white, whatever, but you know what I mean, their brother, their sister, lifting each other up. That's all it was about back then, was lifting each other up. If somebody didn't have no food, oh, you know what, you come to my house and eat. If somebody didn't have no shoes, here, I got an extra pair that I don't wear that much. You can have that. If somebody was looking for a job, they put in a good reference or a good word for their neighbor or friend or brother or sister.
People actually appreciated that shit.
Job. Right.
Like, I don't do references no more. You know why? Like, but not even, I ain't gonna say no more. It takes a lot for me to do references right now. Because people have let me down so bad, and you can't be fucking my name up because you really don't give a shit.
Right.
Like, literally, because you might fuck it up for the next person I refer here, and they're actually good fucking worker.
Right.
Like, don't use me as for a referral for nothing.
Right, but but this is what I'll say. Like, you know what I mean? I like to this is what I'll say about that. You know, I was on that same type of tick. I mean, same type of shit at one point, but now I'm like, you know what? At least you can't say I didn't try to support you and help you out. So if you go there and you fall on your face, you fall on your face. I have nothing to do with, to reflect me, because they gonna know I'm still in here, and that's why they took my word on it, because I bust my ass every day.
Exactly.
Now,
but when it comes down, what I'm saying is that, like, now that you
mess up the opportunity for somebody else, you might want to try to get in there. But I think to get to the Black Wall Street 2.0, we do need those
chances.
Like we said, take them chances, and we need that sense of unity together again. And we really need a strong.
And not
us strong leaders with an S, not just one person who's the leader of all black people and stuff like that, but strong leaders. There should be a leader in every community in our city, in our country. There should be a leader, like, you know what I mean, every city, or maybe multiple leaders.
Bro, there's a
and
crime
stuff like
going
that
on our timeline. Who gonna cut who?
What? Yeah, they're having some type of sidebar, but.
The fuck?
Yeah,
take that off our timeline. When?
Yeah, like, you know, I mean, you should know Whitfriend has a good work ethic. But like I said, if you want to get back to that, we gotta have unity. We gotta have we gotta lift each other up. We gotta support each other, and it starts with everything. And it seemed like, you know what, this is a trend. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? Like I said a while back, man. somebody was having a conversation about this. Even people in Pittsburgh, and I even look at people on my friends list. You know what I mean? They see the show. We don't ask you for money and none of that stuff. Like, you know what I mean? None of that. All we do is actually come on our page and hit the thumbs up button. Like,
and if we are asking for money, it's shit. We don't keep nothing that we get. Get. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't
Like, you
keep
know what I
shit.
mean?
But we'll ask you to get into a 50-50 so that somebody can win a prize and the other half goes out of the door to somebody else. Like, we really don't.
Yeah, right.
We don't keep
but
it.
we don't. You
But
don't
yeah,
get that much.
working-
You don't get that much support, even amongst those people, and that's what we got to
Yeah,
do.
and that's the
Stop
thing,
worrying
like,
about
you'll have-
self. How could you, like,
Exactly.
worry about us? Like, you know what I mean? So worry about us. Like, you know what I mean? The sense of community is gone.
Yeah.
I remember in Northview, like I said, even in Northview, like people can say whatever they want, like Northview, like that. I knew if somebody told my mom something, I was getting my ass whooped, no matter what.
Yeah, period.
Like,
We
you know what I
talked
mean?
about that one.
We talked about that. I knew in community like Northview's community, they used to be popping. We talked about this.
But then
a
we
lot of kids
stopped
used to live
being able to
leave
have
with
it.
bikes. We used to get the little clean slate tickets to the concerts.
Swear
And,
the Summer Jam. Win tickets to Summer Jam. Win tickets. Win the gift card. Win this little voucher.
I got you, B-Lo.
Might get a bike. Might get some book bags and coats.
Right. You'll get
didn't
all type
know,
of stuff.
But now it's like
the
when's
parades
last-
was smacking. We had Oliver and Perry up there performing in the parades, and we used to walk down there. Even when they brought when they first was introducing the booths into Northview before they had to, because some people don't know. Like some people think Northview
used to
that's
be
all.
wide the
we
fuck
always
open.
always had the booths. We didn't. The whole community came together and marched the whole community a few times. Even as a kid, I was there. We don't want no gates. And doing all that stuff, like, you know what I mean.
Now it's
But
just,
now
like, shut off to
it's
the
it's
world.
not like that.
So
Like, you know what I
people think
mean.
it's just. I mean, and granted, I'm not gonna say it's the best place in the world. And horrible things have happened.
But you gotta take advantage of your situations and your current circumstances. That's what you gotta do. It shouldn't matter, like, you know what I mean. Like, if the Africans in Northview are Haitians or whatever like that, they're getting more stuff like that. Like I said before in the previous show, they have more unity than us.
Yeah, because
And our
they'll stick
community.
together. What was it? You said they got one car, but everybody paid for that motherfucker,
Real
and
shit.
everybody
Like,
gets
or
to
they all in the same house and stuff like
what-
that.
like-
We gotta stop hating and like, you know what? Like,
stop
look at them and be like, okay, how did they do that? Okay, like, how can I help? How can I do? Like, I would ask them, how did y'all do that? How was y'all able to accomplish this?
Yeah, and there's this thing where it's like people are so focused on self and trying to build selfishly and not trying to build positively. And that's something that I'm saying where it's like it's all take, and not really giving a fuck about
What's
who
up,
they
Tay?
fuck over.
Right.
But then they're upset when people not really wanting to work with them,
Right.
or people not really giving them a chance. It's like, yeah, like, because you don't know who you fuck over now may fuck you up down the line.
Yeah.
And that's a major thing. Like, you can be in a position where literally, like, and people learn that from, like, oh, there was the kid that you fucked with in elementary school, but now you working at fucking who the fuck knows, working at some office cleaning the toilets, and that motherfucker's the boss.
Right, real shit. I mean, and you never
know who you're gonna meet or need
you
in
never
life.
know. Yeah, like, you know what I mean. And yeah, you know what too. This is what I want to tell y'all. The dude, my man William Lockridge, right there. He's a barber. He do some nice cuts and stuff like that.
The
He's right in East
haircuts,
Liberty.
dressing,
So
respect.
anybody on the east side.
Swear, and the people are like haircuts. That's something where it's like, okay, self-grooming, taking care of yourself. That's
what
cool.
he said. He wanted
if
to do
you
a show
can't
talking
afford
about
it
that,
all
yeah.
the time, but it's like, yeah, like, take advantage, take care of yourself. And you don't have to be in Macy's buying the most expensive things. You can go to Fellas over there and fucking, what is that, Crafton?
We talked
You can
about
go
that,
to
yep.
Burlington.
Yep.
You can go to Gabe's.
Yep.
You can go to, well, what the fuck? Like, go to the clearance rack in every fucking section and still look nice and present yourself well.
Right.
Like, it don't gotta be everything from Macy's, and it gotta be the newest thing on the rack. Like, I'm not buying it if it's less than $60. If my fit, if I can, like, you feel some type of way if you bought a whole outfit for $60. Mm-hmm. Why? Like, what the fuck? Why? As long as you look like, quit letting material things wear you. Wear the material things.
Right.
Like,
You know what I mean? And we do, and too, like, you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean, that's what I say too, like, you know what I mean, even about B, because, you know what I mean, we talk about this, and I just want to give him some recognition. Like I said,
oh, my bad. We do be jumping.
he is a
Barber on the east side.
a barber on the east side, like right there in East Liberty. So, you know what I mean, if
Look
you
him
need a
up,
cut,
check
like,
him
you know what I
out.
mean, or you want to know his prices, I'm pretty sure he won't mind you hitting him up and asking him.
Bro, I'm about to go get a
asking him.
fucking a manicure I'm gonna go see what
I
the fuck
actually
that's
had one
about.
around the time we
I've
got
never
married.
had
It was
one in
fun.
my life.
I did.
I never had a manicure or pedicure. I've
First
never
time
had
in here. I
nothing.
never seen you in.
What's
bro,
up, Reese? What's up, bro?
What's up, Reese? But
Congratulations on the. I hope that's the right Reese.
yeah.
Congratulations on the wedding,
bro. Congratulations. Even though we didn't get an invite,
Keep Auntie happy.
you know what I mean. Even
You
though
know what
I
I'm
didn't get an invite, congratulations. You know what I mean.
I'm gonna just put her in the headlock, not you.
But yeah, but and also too, I mean, there's other barbers. B's on the east side. We got Mike on
Right on the
Perrysville
north.
Avenue on Blanchard's Barber Shop on Perrysville Avenue, who do good cuts. Both Mike's in there. I mean, all the barbers in there are good.
Shit, there's this the
And he's about
barber
to open up his new
downtown
shop
at
on East
VIP.
Ohio on East Ohio Street.
Q's downtown at VIP, and Larry's down there at VIP to do my cut whenever I get a cut.
This is what I'll say. Even the barbers that I just shouted out and we just shouted out. I mean, well, I don't know about the dude down VIP, but they're fair. I think their
Oh, he's
prices. I
definitely
think I
fair.
think their prices
He's
are
fair.
fair. You ain't got to worry about paying $40 for your kids' haircuts.
Bro, you're not
I
going
mean,
in
unless you
there
got, like, 8 of them,
$100
but-
limit. Like, no, it's not that.
Like, you know what I mean?
They're
But-
reasonable. Oh, also Vic down there, and it's Vic's barbershop at VIP.
Yeah.
Like, so those are the three I go to: Vic, Larry, or Q.
Yo, he said he will cut anybody's hair who refers our show for $5. So if you want a $5 haircut, just say, "Hey,
I came here because of Common Conversation.
I came here because
412.
of Common Conversation 412." That's 75%
And the holidays
off.
is coming up.
Yep. Get them Christmas cuts by my man B-Lock. That's what we
is
call
it? This
him.
week only.
By my man B-Lock. You know what I mean? Like you said, you I mean that's
Make your way over there.
yeah, make
Get
your way
your
over
cut.
there. Get your
Oh
cut.
shit, and my little brother. Shit, that's
Yeah.
the last person to cut my hair. Mister, right down there in McKees Rice. I gotta get the name of the
Yeah.
shop.
I mean,
though.
but we do know some people and I mean,
we know barbers out
yeah.
there. Why we only know barbers?
I mean, I know more.
Y'all is famous to me. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say that. Y'all famous.
Yeah, hey, B-Lock.
'Cause y'all
I bowl with him, man. B-Lock is a genuinely nice, cool dude, a respectable guy. He's a cool guy, and I bang with him. Even like you know, I mean, there were some people when I came in the bowling alley was hating on me, but B-Lock always tried to help me improve my game. He's a cool guy, and he's a good barber. But hey, guys, it's that time. I'm sorry to say
You
it.
still gotta tip like the $20 though.
Nah.
Oh,
B-Lock-
rest of the year. There we go. If you refer for go there, refer that you heard about his shop and you heard it here on the show. Let them know.
Common
Common
Conversation?
Conversation 412.
You'll get $5 haircuts for the rest of the year. I mean, even though people be, I mean, I see
You know
what
what
you
I'm
did
saying?
there.
But don't-
It sound good, B.
Bro,
because
bro.
only like, I mean, people get their haircut every 2 weeks, so you got like two,
Oh yeah,
two
hat
haircuts
heads
for-
coming up. Motherfuckers ain't gonna be cutting their hair for the winter.
Yeah.
No shave Novembers.
Nah, but it's cool, B. I'm just busting your balls, but yeah,
Definitely.
you know what I mean?
And also make sure y'all tip him well. Don't sit there and just try to skimp him because he's giving out $5 haircuts. Make sure you take care of my man because he didn't
Make that
have to
$5
give y'all
haircut
that.
at
You know what I'm
least
saying?
10.
He didn't, you know what I'm saying? He ain't have
Yeah.
to give y'all this deal. So definitely take advantage of the deal, but don't leave my man hung and dry.
Yep. All right, y'all. Hey, we appreciate all you guys watching the show.
Thanks for coming through.
Thanks
for hearing what we had to say. If you have any ideas or anything that you want to talk about openly, you could definitely post something onto our page anytime that you want to. If you have a topic that you want to get our opinion about and you want us to talk about it on the show, just shoot us a message. We'll leave you anonymous. Or if you want to be, you know what I mean, get some type of recognition for it, definitely let us know. I mean,
Yeah.
and we'll put it out there. You
Real rap.
can find us on Facebook at Common Conversation 412, on YouTube Common Conversation 412. We're even on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. We're everywhere. You can find us. Type
can
in
find
Common
us.
Conversation
Yep.
412.
And don't forget, you know what we gonna do? We gonna post that cut special on our page a little bit after we end this show. So until next time, people, I'm Token,
I'm Mano, MANNO.
and we are out.
Like Common Conversation 412. Token the Manor, Pittsburgh, what it do? We in the city of bridges, we in the city of smoke, we in the city of rivers, so you don't need you a we in the city of haters, so you just might need a coat. Or at least bring your jacket, cause man, the city get cold. Yeah, man, the city is frosty, yeah, man, the city is costly, but yeah, the city is mine. For 1, 2 times, well, you know that we grind, cause you know money is time, and you know time is steady ticking, so I gotta get mine. Then it's time to come up. So put your hands up. Let's all live this life before death interrupt. Ain't no time for mess up. Man, you better get with it. Arithmetic that I'm spitting. Now do the math as you listen. Common conversation. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Guys, next week